Hello everybody, my name's John and welcome to our channel. I'm smiling because we've got a good one here. I wanted to share our new project with you. It is going to cause some destruction, which is why I'm smiling. Yes, we're going to get to smash some things up. There has been a debate for a while now, and that has been on metal parts, okay? Specifically these parts. My theory has always been, if you replace the plastic ones with metal, yes, it will make this part stronger, but unfortunately that will have a knock-on effect that these won't bend, but obviously all of that energy when you hit something has to go somewhere. And in my theory, it would then either go to the wheel hubs, but if you're doing a metal upgrade, you're going to upgrade those as well. So it will then go to the plastic diff casing. And then if you were to change that to metal as well, I reckon that you're just going to have a big pile of crumpled mess. So I actually ordered a set of these, what would now be 3 months ago, that still have not arrived. These luckily came quite quickly. And I was intending on doing the full upgrade because it has been asked for people on my channel, but I wanted to do this one for a while because I think this is going to be a very interesting one, and of course there's going to be a little bit of destruction. We have to drive it at full speed into a wall twice. That's right! So the whole theory is, this is the new one that I've had for 3 weeks. It will be literally driven into a wall at a 45-degree angle. I haven't picked the wall yet because obviously it needs to be at full speed, so it may have to be out. Maybe we can do it on the roof, we'll have to see. It's going to be driven in full speed, and we're going to see what damage happens when you have all of the original parts. We will then bring it back, look at its sorry state, and then change. I think we're going to have to change. We're going to have to change enough of it to make a difference, aren't we? We are going to have to change enough of it to make a difference, aren't we? There are people that have done the full hog. Alright, I'm going to do a full front metal upgrade, okay? Because that just has to be done that way, doesn't it? And then we will do the very same thing. We will take all this beautiful metal and drive it into a wall at full speed. Now, I am looking forward to this one because I like destruction, but I'm also looking forward to see how much stronger it will be and where the damage will now happen. I'm hoping it's not going to be a case of it's going to start twisting chassis and the likes of. Look how beautiful that is. Oh man, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna. So, the next time you see this car, it will be battery charged up and ready to go flying into a wall. I love that I can do this. See you soon, people. Hello everybody. Okay, here we are with the 144001 that we're going to crash right now. I decided to do it the other way around with the metal upgrades on first because I don't want those who have the metal upgrades to say that we damaged it with the original when we crashed that, broke it all. We also have the upgraded steering on it as well, as you see. The only thing that isn't metal here is the upper tie rod, and that's because I couldn't get them to fit. Also the steering arms. It's not exactly ideal, but it will go in a straight line, or at least enough for us to hit it against the curb. Now, this will be driven at full speed from over in that direction towards me, coming straight in, and we're aiming for this here. Bang! And then we'll see what damage is caused. I love destruction. Let's get on with it.
Okay, here you see, this is where it landed, and I can't see a lot of damage, I'll be honest with you. What damage do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I mean, obviously... Oh, sorry, I need to focus. That was the impact, and you can see there, it's had a bit of a whack. Let's see if there's any other damage, shall we? Oh! That does not want to run freely now. What's happened? Oh, look at that! Engine mount. It's pulled the engine out. Or motor, sorry, motor mount. I can't see anything else, but this has proven my fact that it may well be stronger at this area, but it's just going to transfer the energy somewhere, and obviously it has done it on this occasion because it's gone all the way back to here. What's the drive shaft look like? Well, the drive shaft's barely moving, so okay, let's get it back to the blue mat and see. Okay, before we go back to the blue mat, we just wanted to check. Obviously the motor mounts are hanging out, and I've got a feeling that it's done something to the drive shaft, but you just want to run it quickly. Stop. Oh, look how quickly that stops. It's supposed to run a bit afterwards. Go full speed and stop. Oh! One last time. Yes, I think we've got a broken car, ladies and gentlemen. Ouch!
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the blue mat and the mess. As you can see, I left it like this because I wanted to get out and run the new metal upgrades and see how well they crashed. Is my hair a bit messy? Oh well, who cares? Right, so as some of you are aware, and I've been moaning about this for a long time, I've always felt that getting metal upgrades are a bad idea. But I've never had any real proof of this fact until today. And that's obviously what you just saw. These are fantastic because they are strong. They are much stronger than these ones, right? So when you're in an impact, this went in at full speed. You can see that it took a chunk out of the metal. However, everything else is perfectly fine. So, what happened to all of that energy? Because obviously, if this is what's hit, right, this twists and the energy is dissipated at that point. With this, it isn't the case. I mean, that's a little bit of damage there, but it's not bent it at all. So it's obviously, I mean, the tyre's obviously deflected and hit that, but then where has all of that energy gone to? And as what you saw on the video, the energy has gone all the way back to the motor. I can't believe this. It's torn the motor out of its mount. I mean, you heard what it sounded like. So I suspect that there is some other damage somewhere along the line, but I don't want to go into too much detail about this because I think the fact has been proven that if you hit something at top speed, it's going to do more damage than if you had all your original plastic parts on. But let me just quickly take off this and then we'll see if there's any other parts bent. It's a little bit sad because this car is, as what you probably know, is 3 weeks old, and already I have broken it quite significantly. I don't know if the chassis has been bent by the impact. The fact that it took it head on and has taken a chunk out of the metal, I suspect that there is a little bit of damage, We'll know on the drive shaft. This screw here, if you have a look, the screw here is, this whole plate is being pushed up a bit. So I suspect that the energy has gone further back. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell that because the plastic's really shooted up there. I've not undone this one here. So take a look, let's see, shall we? Oh! These scratches have been caused by me, don't worry about that. But yes, I would say there has been a slight impact there, would you not say? Move the camera up to get a better angle. Of course, I can't see, I'm not tall enough, so I'm going to go back and forth like that. Right, so what's happened is it's gone in at its 45-degree angle. I'd like to think 45-degree angle, and not even this has broken or snapped, which is a real surprise because usually these plastic sleeves are the things that break. So the energy has gone slow motion and bent this whole chassis, and all that energy has gone along here straight into that. You like my sound effects? It's very good, isn't it? Right. I mean, yes, straight away you can see how much the motor has moved because, oh, look, certainly not straight anymore. So I think at the end of the day, my theory was correct that having metal parts is not always a good thing. If you're going to be one of those people that just avoid everything and, you know, don't have any chance of damaging in anything, then it looks bloody awesome. I must admit, when I'd finished this, I so had the temptation to do the bits at the back, but obviously this was just purely, you know, to see what happens in a crash. I'm just checking that drive shaft. There's a slight bend, but I don't know when that was done. These are brand new though, so that probably happened in the crash. The rear has not sustained any damage at all whatsoever. So you know what? They do look bloody cool, without a shadow of a doubt. If this was up on a shelf somewhere, I would so do it. In fact, when I was doing this and I knew I was going to get some damage, I was going to order another set of this so I could have a whole new car with metal that I could then put, you know, the upgraded motor and ESC into. But having seen this and the damage that's happened, I'm just seeing if the chassis is twisted, and it's slightly twisted at the front there. I don't know if I'll be able to show you on camera. Would you think, can you see? Yeah, you can see that. Slightly lower on this side. A big shout out to my son, Sebastian, who managed to hit that perfectly. Absolutely perfectly.
Just for a comparison, I rebuilt it with the bits that I had laid around and managed to get it up and running enough to drive it at full speed into the curb. While the impact looks much more violent, the only damage was that the upper tie rod had popped off. We put the drive shaft back in, put the tie rod on, and it is fine.
So, what do you reckon, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to have to repair this car, but that's going to be a new drive shaft at least, and I suspect there could be some internal damage, but, well, maybe not. Maybe there won't be any damage. Now that that's not rubbing there, it's, I mean, that's freely, that's freely. So maybe there's not internal damage, but there's certainly something that's not feeling quite right. I mean, we can see obviously that the drive shaft is not good, and the mount there, the screw is actually completely out. I hadn't noticed that. I thought it had just been pulled out slightly, but it is now completely out. So there you go. Should you upgrade to a metal? Well, it depends if you're a glutton for punishment. If you're not going to hit something, you know you're not going to hit something, do it. It looks amazing. It truly does look amazing. This bar here on the steering has bent just a little bit, but it's enough to cause another piece of damage that's sort of come along the way. If you're going to do like me and continue to do silly things, jumps and stuff like that, then I don't see the point of upgrading. If it's just speed runs where you're on a flat surface and the likes, then yeah, I mean, it certainly makes the car stronger. You can see that because that whole impact, I expected the wheel to be ripped off and everything, and it's just not happened. It actually looks pretty cool. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. My brand new car's all broken. I need to fix it. I need to buy some new drive shafts because it's looking a bit naff, isn't it? And then we'll see what else is wrong with this. I think I'm going to have to do a rebuild video on this specific car. I mean, I kept it new for as long as I could. So we're into what, week 3, week 3.5, and now it's not very good, is it? So I think I'm going to have to get a new motor mount. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see when all of that comes apart. I mean, the motor itself, it sounded like it's working fine, but again, I'm not going to know until I take it all apart. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel as well, and hit that notification bell so that you know the next time that we have a video coming. Have a great day today, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.